So this horse that I'm on today, this is Knight. I started this horse a few years ago. It might be 3 years ago now. I started him as a young horse. For his owner, he's mostly ridden by a teenage rider who has done most of the training herself, and for the most part has done a really nice job. She is to the point where she's taking him to some stock horse shows and some ranch shows and showing and having a really good time. But what we need to do is a few things that he needs help with that she's not quite there to know how to help him. And that's what I'm going to be working on with him. One of the big things with him that I need to work on is we're working on his spin. He kind of has a concept of the spin, but he needs some help. And I'm going to be giving him the help that he needs so that he can learn that footfall. Once they get the repetition of the footfall in the spin, it'll start building from there. If you remember the black stallion that I used to have years ago, this was even before I was doing videos, he's actually related to that black stallion. One thing, side note right here, see how he's got his head down smelling the dirt and I'm walking these circles? I think this horse is thinking about laying down with me. That's something you need to be aware of with your horse. They start smelling the dirt when they're walking a circle. A lot of times they're thinking about laying down. But I'm going to put in work and he's going to forget about that. So anyways, one of the things that you need for a horse that's working a spin, you need the horse to walk a circle. Walk a circle without shouldering out. Walk a circle on a loose rein. I'm going to have contact on both reins, inside rein and outside rein. And I'm going to have his head bent to the inside with a little bit of contact on both hands. Watch my hands and where the direction that I'm pulling. And what I want to do is I want to ask his shoulder to step over to the inside. You don't get a spin by pulling the nose in. You pull the nose in, the shoulder goes out. You get a spin, you get a turn. A horse steers with his front end by bringing the outside shoulder that way. Just like asking a horse to turn. They're going to turn with this shoulder going this way. So what I want to do, inside rein controls the bend, controls the direction the horse is thinking. Let's get a little better bend here. See how he kind of has his head up? He's looking at the cows that are coming in over there. He has his head up. He's a little bit bracy. I don't have his attention on me. There we go. Now what I want to do is use my right hand and my right leg to ask the right shoulder to go that way, to go to the left. I'm going to open my left leg just a little bit, lay my rein on, and get just that little bit of step over. That's all I need. I want his brain thinking that way, so he's looking to the outside. I'm going to fix that with my direct rein. Look to the inside. Think about going inside. Think about going in a circle. Think about going in a circle. Think about a circle. Outside rein. Notice what my outside leg is doing. It's actually off. Back forward again. I teach all my horses to spin with both legs off. You watch any of my more advanced horses, I set my hand to spin and both legs are off. Now what I will do, outside leg up behind the girth, we'll move the shoulder that way. Outside leg by the hip engages the hip forward and this way, engages the right hip to go forward and to the left. So depending on what he needs when he's stepping around is going to depend on what I do with my right leg. I'm not going to do anything with it until he starts to step around. Step around, step around. Now he's pushing his right shoulder out just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right leg and give a little push with my spur right behind the girth and ask for that step across. Simple as that. Now you notice when we stepped across, we're not leaving our circle. I'm keeping him in it. His head is thinking about leaving. He's looking to the outside. I'm going to give him a little pulls Little pull with my inside rein, little push with my inside leg. Soften the left shoulder up. This shoulder needs to be softened up. I've talked about that in a lot of videos. I do that by lifting with my inside hand, pushing with my inside leg, pushing that shoulder out. That shoulder has to be soft. This leg is not gonna step this way if all of his weight is on his left leg. I need everything soft. I need him balanced. Soften the left side, soften the inside. Soften, a little bit of left leg, a little bit of left rein. Was doing a lot of this with that Palomino Mustang in a video, not just a few videos ago. Soften the inside. Soften the inside. Soften the inside. He's thinking about outside. Now let's step across. Rein. There we go. Let's give him a little push right behind the girth. Another little push, and then back in our circle. Step around, and a push. Keep his head to the left, keep his head to the inside the whole time. See, now he's wanting to leave the circle. The shoulder's going out. He's wanting to push into my right leg. My right leg isn't there, so it's not even there to push into. That is really important part of why I don't turn with this outside leg all the time. I'll push on it if I need to, but I don't keep it on all the time. I want to push his shoulders over. Right leg. See, just kind of pushed into the pressure. I'm just going to hold it. Just going to hold it. He's trying to push forward into the pressure. Keep his head to the inside. I got my right spur on. Right spur. And step across and walk out. This is the problem that she's having with him. He's wanting to push forward, and if she stops to push forward, he starts to back up. Well, what I'm doing here, he can push forward all he wants. His release is forward and to the inside. If he wants me to quit asking him to spin, all he has to do is go that way. That's where the release from the pressure is. The release from the pressure is over there. I'm going to ask again. He pushed to the outside right away. See, now he's pushing into the pressure again. I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to release. I'm not really going to pull him back either. He wants to push. We're going to just push into the circle. See? Now he's softened. I'm going to soften. This is his release. Release is not forward and go someplace. His release is walking in a circle. As I've mentioned before, I need him to progress in his training. A release is not necessarily release all pressure and leave and walk away. Little releases, little asks and little releases. It's not like a baby that's just learning a new maneuver. You want to advance your horse and advance you. You have to advance your ask and advance your release. Little pulls with my left hand, my left leg. I never leave a steady contact anywhere. My hands, my legs, my seat. Nothing is ever just steady dead weight contact. Wanting to go forward, we're going to just ride forward in this circle. As soon as I started asking for that shoulder to soften, he pushed on the shoulder and he's pushing forward. Did a video a while back about why horses speed up, and it has to do with the front end. That's what he's doing right here. His front end. I'm going to get the front end up now. Lifting my hands. There we go. I slowed him down by getting his body back in frame, not by pulling him back. He's still wanting to leave. That shoulder's going out here. I'm not going to stop this until he quits wanting to leave. The most valuable thing that I need him to learn here is that he has to stay in this circle. His release is in this circle. His release is not someplace else. I could lope him all the way around the arena and make everywhere else hard, and then bring him back here and give him the release in the circle. I'm going to see if he will do that without me working him that hard. I'd rather not if I can. This is his release. Walk a nice, easy circle. This is not hard. What I'm asking him to do, walk this circle and take a step that way, is not hard. He's pushing against the pressure and refusing that pressure. He's putting more work into that than what the work is of what I'm asking him to do. So let's ask for a step to the left. Add a little bit of leg. Pushing into my leg. Pushing into my leg. And he release. Got a little bit of a step. It wasn't much, but I'm going to release. Back into my left circle. I know this type of training can be really boring to watch, and I'm probably going to edit this down to where it's way shorter because I'm doing the same thing so many times. But what you have to realize is the only time that matters is the time that's in his head for him to decide that stepping to the left is easier than pushing through into this trot. I'm not even asking him to step to the left in a trot. This is harder work than what I'm asking for. But I'm going to pick up my hands, ask him to round. I'm going to ask him to decide. I'm going to let him decide that my way is easier than his way. Head to the left, head to the left, and we'll ride to the left a little bit. Let him fight it a little bit. Not asking him to do anything that hard. Now let's see if we can elevate his front end. I'm going to lift with both hands. There we go, broke its pole. Elevated shoulders. Left leg, left rein. Get his shoulders over. See how he's trying to push his shoulders to the left, push his head to the outside. Need his head to the inside, shoulders to the outside. This is not that hard. Walk a circle. Some of the old-time cowboy training ways, what they would do with this situation is they would take this left rein and just tie it off to the horn or the back ring and just walk away and leave the horse. And that's not a good idea, for one thing. But also, you don't get the lag cue that you need. You're getting the head to go to the side, to the inside, but you're not elevating the shoulder. Just trying to lead the circle again. We're just going to stay in. Left leg, left rein. Let's try a little bit of reverse psychology. He's wanting to shove this shoulder out and go that way. So I'm going to ask him to shove the shoulder out and go that way. Let's see what he thinks about when it's my idea. How much you want to bet he starts shoving to the inside? Push, 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 push. I'm not holding a steady pressure. I'm pushing when his inside foot is stepping up. Push, push, push. Lift the shoulders, lift, lift. Now let's see if he wants to step the other way. Your head has to go to the left, push with the right. A little bit of a step. Let's do it again. All right. There, that was better than it has been. Go back to walking our circle. Remember, walking the circle is our release. It's not hard to walk a circle. wants to make it hard, he can make it hard. What this all comes down to, he's working harder than what I'm asking him to work. He's just not wanting to be told what to do. Raise my hand, lift the shoulders. Go back into our walk circle. Push the shoulders out. Left leg. There we go. Push the shoulders in. I'm not going to fight with him. We're just going to stay in the circle. Back to our circle. Patience. It's all about patience. Really easy to lose your patience here. Say it's not working or do something else. But the thing is, this is why it's so important to know where you're going so that you know how to get there. This is the roadmap to where I'm going. This is how I need to get there. This is what I need him to do. Be patient and let him figure it out. Let him figure the release is in the circle. Forward. Forward. There we go. I'm giving a little squeeze with both spurs. Forward. A little bit of forward. Forward. There we go. Forward. Let him find that release. Find where I'm not really asking him to do anything. We're just walking forward. Not pushing him anywhere. We're walking forward. This is his release. This is what I need him to see. Forward. Wants to bring his head up. Let's see if he fights again. Oh, get for. There we go. Forward. This is the release that I'm looking for. Relax and walk a circle. I'm going to need to do this exact same thing to the right. I'm not going to show all that on video. It's the exact same thing as what I did to the left. Now he's leaving again. Notice he didn't put as much effort into not walking the circle that time. He's starting to figure out that the release in the circle is easier than his idea. Right thing, walk forward. Right thing easy, wrong thing hard. He's making the wrong thing hard on his own. I don't have to do anything to make the wrong thing hard. Just making the right thing easy. So again, this is Night. I'll be showing some more videos of him. Let's see what he does here. Wanting to leave, but he's not trotting away like he has been. Not yet. There we go. Less effort into saying no. Progress. That's what I'm looking for, is progress. I'm going to keep working this with him. I'll work some the other direction. I'll work this direction again. Let him find the release in the circle. Until next time, thank you for watching.